TheBayouMystic here. I wanted to do like a quick little video, like real quick. I'm just saying. I saw this video, and I keep seeing videos of people being highly susceptible to wanting to unalive themselves and even other people. And I just need to let everyone know who is going through some type of insecurity, going through some type of rejection or loss, or even have those narc type traits. Not necessarily you're narcissistic, but have that like God complex, like kind of have like that inferiority complex where you turn that shit around in your head and you turn it into some type of superiority over other people. And you need those other people to validate you. You need those people around you. You need to have that type of control, and you can't even control yourself. Nobody needs you. And I feel like this speaks to a lot of people that gets caught up in this whole social media shit. And it's like, I know that there's bots out here on social media, and some shit ain't really what it is on social media. Not all of it is the real world. But seeing these guys get upset that, see these guys get upset that, like women are independent and they say, oh, I don't need you, and I did a little short video on that. But also, like, seeing people who get rejected, who, their relationships don't work out. Like, I'm not going to play the video, but I will talk about the video where the dad went on live and unalived himself and his babies because his baby mama was cheating on him and gave him STDs. I understand. In my opinion, I understand that abuse can take a toll. That being in relationships with other people, you are susceptible to being manipulated to a point of just fully breaking down. But you ain't got no fucking right. And at the end of the day, nobody needs you. Nobody needs you in their life, and you don't need other people in your life. We need to stop holding on to significant others so tight that it becomes an obsessive compulsive interaction with one another. And I feel like that's where that idea of I don't need you really needs to be what it is. I do not need you. If you decided to misuse me, to cross my boundaries, to risk my fucking life, I don't need you, so I'm leaving. I don't care if I have children. I don't care how long our relationship has gone. I don't care the ups and the downs that we've been through. If you loving me hurts so fucking bad that I want to take my life, and that on top of me taking my life, I take the lives of my offspring or just random people, like that woman who was driving through an intersection 90 to 100 miles an hour. You can't tell me that woman didn't have a death wish. And it is ironic as hell that she is alive without a scratch to reap the consequences of her reckless, selfish actions. And I just have to say, as a person that deals with my own personal mental demons, unaliving yourself, and we know the technical phrase for it, is a selfish thing. It's a thing that only has to do with that individual. That's why it's not called homicide. It's called suicide. It's the murder of myself. And it has nothing to do with anyone else. Nothing to do with anyone else. When somebody unalives themselves, they're not thinking about how you feel if they were not there. Yes, there's a sector that uses it as a weapon but we're not talking about them at this moment. And I don't even know if that guy that was in that live stream would even qualify as that. That could have just been a moment that he was just acting irrationally and selfishly because of the turmoil, the toxicity, and the abuse that he was going through in that relationship. But that's neither here nor there. I want to let everyone know that come across my channel that no one needs you and you don't need that person. Need is a concept of necessity, survival. If I don't have this, I will drop dead. If I don't have water, I'm going to drop dead in 3 days. If I don't have food on top of water, I'm going to drop dead in probably a day. If I don't have air, I am out of here. If I don't have what I need to keep my heart beating and my brain working, I am out of here. That is what you need. You need a house. In this society, you need clothes. You don't need clothes, but in this society, you need clothes. In this society, you need, what else? Like, you need to have a job. You need this job because in this society, currency is the thing. I need to be productive. I need to provide for myself. And it's like this whole conversation of wanting another person to need you, wanting another person to not be able to thrive or even, at bare minimum survive without you. That's a you problem. Do you realize that if you think this way, oh, this person doesn't need me, what am I going to do? I don't want to be with you. That's the problem with women, is that you don't need us. And it's like, maybe that's the problem with the way men exist in this society, is that they are taught that if they're not needed, they're not valuable. And women are taught, if you don't need a man, then you are not valuable. Like, what kind of fucking sense does that make? When your spirituality is set up in a way of just basic spirituality, you will love yourself too much to put up with any bullshit. You will have boundaries. You will have, morals and standards are the same thing. And you will have a sense about yourself that you are just like, you just don't put up with that bullshit. You're no nonsense. So if you're dealing with somebody who won't stop sharing their body when you two have made a commitment to be a monogamous, whether you're a man or a woman, then you need to leave. It doesn't matter that you love that person. Like, it doesn't matter. Like in the Hercules movie when he was like, but I love her. And, the little centaur was like, but she don't love you. That didn't stick with us, 90 kids. You may love somebody, but that person most definitely don't fucking love you. So yeah, like, nobody needs you and you don't need nobody else. It is not a need, it is not a necessity for you to have this person in your life. Sometimes people are just put together when you get all of the societal rules that we have made up and when you just look at things spiritually. Sometimes people are genuinely put together to bring a soul into this world so that soul can create and also fulfill whatever purpose that particular soul needs to fulfill. And we as man and woman who have created these creatures, we need to come together and be able to guide these children who are not being parented in our society at all whatsoever, not being cared for, not being valued at all. We need to come together and put our own ego and our own feelings aside, and we need to raise these children. We need to guide them to be productive and bare minimum decent human beings. So yeah, like, I don't know what it's gonna take for my generation, and I'm born like the last couple of years of millennials. But the millennials and the Gen Zs really need to get it to fucking together, because we're talking about generational curses and we're talking about not doing the same thing. We're we're fastly but surely doing the same thing but worse. We are, when you really look at shit. If you as an adult cannot control yourself, how the fuck do you expect our children to move on and become adults and be able to do better than we have. That's the fucking point of having offspring. So we need to stop sitting up here as grown men and women who are mature body, supposed to be mature mind, out here putting so much value in other human beings that don't even treat us right. They don't even treat their fucking selves right. That's a telltale sign right there. They don't treat themselves right. They for damn sure not gonna give a fuck about you. So I'm gonna just leave that there because I fucked up on my computer and I accidentally paused myself. But yeah, like, nobody needs you. You don't need anybody else. Other human beings are not necessities unless they are being productive and beneficial in the existence of being a human being. If that person doesn't bring bare minimum to your life, productivity and safety and stability, and you know what that fucking means. I don't have to sit up here and explain this. You know what it fucking means. If that person doesn't bring that in your life, then I'm sorry, you need to move on. And if you choose not to move on, whatever happens after that, you have to ask yourself, can I deal with it? Can I live with this? Am I alright with my life being this way? And we have to be honest and not be in denial. So yeah, I'll just leave that at that. I'll most likely go in depth in other subjects that I've just talked about in other videos. But like, subscribe, because I know it's going to resonate with you. I know it's going to touch your soul. And you're going to want to come back for more. Why not? You know what I mean? So remember to comment. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what you're thinking. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.